What's the wildest thing you've seen a teacher ignore during state testing week? My junior year, I was halfway through my math exam when the fire alarm went off. Everyone in class jumped and looked around, but Mr. Hollins just rolled his eyes and waved his hand at us. "Stay in your seats. It's obviously just a drill," he said, not even looking up from his newspaper. District probably forgot to tell us. The alarm kept blaring, that loud ear-splitting sound that makes your teeth hurt. Some kids started looking genuinely scared, but Mr. Hollins acted like nothing was happening. My friend Jake raised his hand. "Should we maybe go outside just in case?" "Anyone who walks out of this room gets an automatic 0 on their state test," Mr. Hollins snapped. "And I'll make sure it goes on your permanent record. That shut everyone up real quick." State tests were a huge deal. Failing meant summer school or repeating the grade. But then I started smelling something. Not the usual cafeteria smell or cleaning supplies. Something sharp and bitter that made my nose burn. A girl named Amy, who sat by the window, suddenly pointed outside. "There's smoke coming from behind the school," she said, her voice shaky. We all turned to look. Black smoke was pouring out of the back windows near the science wing. "That's not a drill," I said, standing up. My chair scraped against the floor. Mr. Hollins glared at me. "Sit down, Dev. You're being dramatic." "I don't care about this stupid test," I said, my heart pounding. "I'm not dying in here." I grabbed my backpack and headed for the door. A few other kids followed me, including Jake and Amy, but most of the class stayed frozen in their seats, too scared to move. Mr. Hollins shouted after us, "You'll regret this decision." I ran down the hallway and immediately saw what was wrong. Thick gray smoke was pouring out from under the science lab door. Orange flames were visible through the window. Some chemistry experiment had clearly gone very, very wrong. I slammed my hand on the fire alarm again, just to make sure it was working. The hallway was getting hazy, and the smoke made my eyes water. I pulled my hoodie over my nose and yelled for anyone nearby to get out. We shoved open the side exit and ran straight into chaos. Kids were pouring out of the gym, and a teacher was yelling into a walkie-talkie. Turns out some freshman in the science wing had decided to microwave a metal thermos as a TikTok experiment during lunch. The microwave exploded, like full-on sparked, caught fire, and set off the sprinklers in half the building. The smoke we saw? That was from the scorched ceiling tiles and melted plastic. Within minutes, fire trucks showed up. They didn't need the hoses, but they definitely needed fans to clear the air. The building was evacuated for the rest of the day. Mr. Hollins tried to report us for test abandonment, but once the principal saw the camera footage and the literal scorch mark in the science wing, we were cleared. Hollins was forced to apologize at an emergency staff meeting. The man actually said, "In hindsight, perhaps I was too focused on academic rigor." Jake muttered, "Yeah, and not enough on not letting us roast like marshmallows." I passed the test, but I'll never forget the day we fled a microwave fire while our teacher prioritized scantrons